Hey everyone, I'm recording this again. I did a live at 1 o'clock and apparently it didn't record, and I'm not exactly sure why, but there you go. So here we go. We're going to do this again. Today is day 3. Welcome back, beautiful souls. 30 days from shame to empowerment journey. Today we are going to talk about the body remembers everything. How does it do that? So far, we've explored where shame tells us that we're not enough. And we've also talked about when we ask shame, whose voice is it really? Identifying where that really comes from. So today we're going to talk about something even more profound, how shame shows up in the body. Shame isn't just a thought that you have in your mind, it's actually a weight that your body holds. The body remembers what the heart has tried to hide, because when you were a child, your heart will protect what's going on if it's not good, and oftentimes the body will take that on and buffer some of the pain. And so that's the reason somatic healing has become so popular recently, and because it helps us to release those places in our body that have stored this kind of energy, that it can be a block. This kind of energy can be a block to our emotional well-being, to our peace, to our success. So it's important that we understand these places and don't let the unconscious rule where our energy and our focus is on a daily basis. But did you know that the genesis of somatic healing lies in indigenous practices? I did not know that, and it was formalized through the 20th century work of William Reich, later expanded by people like Thomas Hanna and Bessel van der Kolk, who has a book out I'm sure everybody knows about, and Peter Levine, very big in this field as well. These developments recognize that trauma and emotions are stored in the body, and they develop such techniques as somatic experiencing, and that release trapped energy and promote healing through body awareness. Exactly what we're doing today. Many indigenous cultures worldwide have long incorporated body centered practices such as dance and breath work, as seen in yoga, which I talk about all the time because I'm a 45-year practitioner of yoga, twice a day meditator. And drumming. Drumming is something that I recently picked up that I find is so grounding and so beautiful, and it helps me just speak to my essence in a way that I haven't experienced before. So this is a whole new experience for me, and I'm really enjoying it. Other ways are ritual, and these things, they process trauma and they foster emotional, physical well-being. So that it's part of the indigenous community doesn't surprise me, and it's really profound how they acknowledge the connection between the mind and the body, and it helps them ground the spiritual world into earthly existence. So now, how do we apply this knowledge to ourselves today? I want you to think about times that you felt ashamed. Your shoulders curl in, your chest tightens, your stomach goes into knots. Who doesn't know that one? That's where I store all of my stress, in my stomach. Maybe your face flushes or your throat feels like it's closing, gets all red. These are all physical responses that your body is saying, this hurts. And it can be saying, it can come again, and it can be saying, I'm carrying this memory of that hurt. The mind might forget or it tries to move on, but the body remembers. So it's still there in your being, in your conscious being, in the physical form. And when we start listening to our body signals with compassion, healing becomes possible. Because instead of pushing the feeling away, we want to create a space for it to soften. And it's so important to emphasize that idea of compassion. You want to be for yourself what you would be for a great friend, which is a deep listener. No judgment, no trying to fix it, no problem solving going on here. You just want to bring a certain sacred level of energy that is empathetic and loving and kind. And that's how you can release these kinds of traumas from your body a lot easier. So let's try to practice to see how it goes. We're going to try to raise our awareness of what's going on in our bodies right now. So go ahead. You need to be sitting in a comfortable place, not driving at all. Don't do this if you're driving. Just listen and go home and try it. Close your eyes for a moment and take a slow, gentle breath. Breathe in Breathe out double. Always exhale double the amount that you inhale if you are intending to relax. Now scan your body head to toe and notice where you're feeling any tightness, heaviness, or even pains and aches. Don't judge it, just notice. Start with the top of your head. Go from the top of your head down through your third eye, eyes, face, throat, shoulders. Hold a lot of tension. Chest, heart, stomach, solar plexus, sacral, base, down through your legs, moving your energy down into Mother Earth. Just sense now, where do you feel your body wants to tell you something? What message does it have? Now that you recognize that message and where it is residing in your body, place your hand gently on that spot. I'm placing my hand on my tummy. Whisper inwardly to your soul, I see you. I hear you. I don't have to carry this anymore. If your inner child showed up for you, give he, she a hug and just enjoy that feeling sense of, I see you. I love you for exactly who you are. Accept. Now take another deep breath. Imagine compassion flowing into that space where your hand is, filling up the space with light and love. Say to yourself, I will always choose love for myself and for others. Bringing your awareness back. It's always good to tend to relax parts of your body when you come back from uh, doing this kind of a practice. When you go into meditation, come out, you always want to just put focus on your body for a bit to just make sure your awareness and attention are back and grounded. So that's such a delightful practice. We've done it twice now, so that was fun. I invite you to take a few moments of quiet when you get off listening to this live and pay attention to your body. Practice this in a beautiful way. It's a subtle transformation of energies. You can do this when you're standing in the grocery store. You can do this wherever you are. Just ask yourself, where does shame live within me? And trust me, you will get an answer and you'll be able to let it go. And that is where the power lies. Instead of trying to make it disappear, just put your hand where you sense that is. And you sense shame and you breathe kindness and acceptance into that space. Awareness is the first step. Acceptance is the second. Letting go is the third. It works every time. Write down in your working journal your 30 days that if you haven't got that, go to the Shiro's group, join, and the workbook is under files and it's free. You can keep track of the 30 days, what your experience is going to be and what work you have to do. If a story comes up, follow it. Write down the details. Write down the details until you can't write anymore. And when you're done, thank it. Thank it for protecting you when you were younger. Thank it for keeping you safe. And thank it for coming up again so you can let it go. It's time to release it. The more you bring awareness into your conscious level about how shame lives in your body, the more freedom you're going to have and begin to feel, because you will let those energies go. It's a very freeing experience. Okay. Thank you for being here. Day 3. That feels awesome. I feel really good and light in my body right now, so that was fun for me too. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about what shame steals from us and how naming that theft is the first step to taking our power back. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.